Imagine finishing today more than just a page full of notes. Imagine leaving with your lead magnet all mapped out, your copy planned, and a complete prompt ready to paste into OmniSAM's AI Studio. That is what we're going to be doing today. We're not going to be spending the next hour just talking about funnels. We are going to be building one. Welcome to Strategy with Sally. I'm Sally Sparks Cousins, and as always, for our weekly live stream, we've got to kick it off with our theme song while we wait for all our VIPs to join us. We'll be back in 3.5 minutes. Or you can dance or scroll through if you're on replay. Back in a minute.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
Welcome everyone to Strategy with Sally, and today's topic is all about doing a funnel in a day, a lead magnet funnel in a day. So I hope you're super excited because we have a lot of stuff to get through in this next hour. If you have not seen or you have not yet done so, make sure that you grab the workbook. Head to sparklewithsally.com/623. That's sparklewithsally 623. So anyway, hello, welcome to Strategy with Sally. We are going to be doing exactly what the title says. We are going to be building a lead magnet funnel in a day using OmniSAM. I'm going to show you Studio AI, but I'm also going to show you how to build it in the funnel section and how to use your own GPT to help with this. And this is not going to be one of those sessions where you spend an hour learning about funnels and pages and taking copious notes and then build a funnel maybe later, right? And just adding it to that never-ending to-do list. Today, we're actually going to get that shit done, do some GSD, and by the end of this session, you will have a clear, identified lead magnet, your funnel mapped out, your core offer planned or your copy plan, and then you will be ready to start building. And in an hour by hour plan, we also have inside of the workbook for you to stay focused to complete that funnel build out in a day. Now, we're not going to be able to do everything in 1 hour, but we're going to get a really good head start. Now, before we start, tell me in the comments, do you already have a lead magnet? Yes. Or are you creating one from scratch? Now, open your workbooks because we're going to be starting on page number 2. Let me go across to our workbook. All right. Oh, there we are. That's where you download the workbook, sparklewithsally.com/623. Let's hit the right scene here. All right, here is our workbook. So once you open your workbook, we're going to just skip through this section. This is just telling you what you will be building today and what we're going to be covering. But then we're going to go through to page number 2. All right, so this one, what you're going to start to do here is we're going to be building out the actual lead magnet title, the ideal customer or who you're trying to attract. And then also we will be looking at what is the problem that they're facing and what is the quick win that you want them to achieve. All right, so that's what we'll be looking at here on page 1. So this is really about setting the goal. Today, we're going to be keeping the funnel really simple. I don't want you creating 15 pages. You don't need a giant email sequence. You don't need every advanced automation before you begin. For today, we're going to focus on the essential pieces of the customer journey. Now, that is the first thing, the opt-in page. The second thing, the thank you page. And the third thing, the delivery email, right, of delivering that freebie. And then, of course, after they opt in, we need a clear next step. That is enough to create a useful working lead magnet funnel. So what you want to do first is on the second page, you can go down the bottom and fill in here. Oh, where are we? Page 2. Who this workbook belongs to, what your business name is, and come here. The website or social links that you're going to include and what your main goal of today is, which is to build that lead magnet. Moving now on to the actual lead magnet, your goal might be, I want to finally build your opt-in page, or I want to turn an existing resource into a lead magnet funnel. Is there something you already have? Or you want to create the prompt for OmniSAM's AI Studio. Or it could be, I want my funnel ready to publish by the end of 1 business day. All right, so just take 30 seconds right now, and I want you to put in what is your goal that you want to achieve for today. All right, 30 seconds. I'll give you a little bit of background sounds just for 30 seconds.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown. before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up.
Alrighty then. Let's come on back. Great. So now that we have, woo, where's the music? Come on, shush, shush, shush. Oh, that's not where we want to be right now. We've come back to the right scene. Here we go. Here we are. All right. So you've written a very short goal that we're going to achieve, but I want you to keep this front and center. Okay. So let's move now on to page number 3. Now in page number 3, before we build the funnel, we need to be really clear about what people are actually opting in for. Now, a funnel cannot rescue an unclear lead magnet. If the offer is vague or even too broad or not useful to the right person, the page will actually struggle no matter how good the page looks. A strong lead magnet needs to follow 5 things. First thing, it needs to be specific for a type of person. It needs to solve, the second thing, one clear problem. Just one. Not 50, one clear problem. It needs to provide one useful, quick win, and it needs to be delivered in a very simple format. It needs to let the lead naturally also know after they get that freebie what is the natural next step for them. So, to decide what your lead magnet actually is, what I want you to first think of is think of the problem. What is something that you hear regularly from people? What are they saying that they're struggling with? Something that if somebody came to you, they know that you are that go-to person for solving a particular problem. Now, you probably solve hundreds of things using your methods, your frameworks. You help people in many different ways. That can be even selling products, right? You sell scrunchies. The problem is that you can show people, different ways to use a scrunchie, different hairstyles, right? Not just the scrunchie, that's the thing, but what's the outcome? Having all these cool different hairstyles. Or if you're a confidence coach, what are people coming to you and what are the things that are holding them back? Is it that little itty bitty shitty committee, Yeah, that inner thing that tells you that you probably should be better or you should be further ahead by now, right? So that imposter syndrome. So think of one problem. Okay. Now, once you've thought of the problem, what is one thing you can do to get them to solve it? Now, it doesn't have to be completely solved, but is there an activity, a checklist, a guide, a template, a video, a mini training or a quiz that you can do to give them a quick win for the problem? Okay, now once we know what the problem is and then what the resource is that's going to help you fix the problem, then we can go and give it a name. What is the lead magnet's title? Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see is people trying to put everything that they know into one simple lead magnet. Your lead magnet does not need to solve every problem. Its job is to help people take one useful step, right? For an example, the complete guide to marketing your business, right? That is way too big for a simple lead magnet that's just getting people. It's the front door for people to get to know you. Instead of that, you could create 7 follow-up messages to send after a sales conversation, right? So can you see? I do lots of things to help people with sales and marketing, but why don't we just focus on follow-up messages after conversations, because people, they get scared to follow up, right? And as you know, the fortune's in the follow-up is one of my catchphrases. Now, the second option is to be clear. People know what they are getting, and they know what it will be that it will help them to do, right? And they need to understand the value quickly. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you 3 minutes now. I just want you to think of the problem, right? Just one problem. If you can't and you've got a million of them in your head, brainstorm them out and then choose one. And the one that I want you to pick is the one that you hear quite often, right? That first step towards you on that little bit that you can help them. So we've got a 3-minute GSD session now for you to complete page number 3. Now, it's okay if you don't finish it now. We'll keep moving forward together because progress over perfection. All right, so let's head on back over to the workbook. So we're on this page right now, and we're going to do a 5-minute GSD. Feel free to use your own GPT who knows you well to try and do this. Actually, before we do that, let's try this on for size. I'm bringing you over into my GPT, and I am going to attach today's workbook to my GPT. All right. And then I'm going to say, you are a marketing expert, and from everything you know about me and my business, help me complete this workbook. Now, of course, you're going to need time, and we're going to say, let's start with, and what we're going to do is we're not going to do the whole workbook. I'm going to say, first off, actually, review the entire workbook, and then let's start with, let me just find the page number. Where's my little workbook that's open? Your lead magnet page. Your lead magnet page, which then we will hit return. All right, so now it's going to review the workbook. My GPT knows a lot about me and my business. You could use it in Claude as well. It's now going to read that information, and it's going to give me back some information that I could potentially use for that first page, which is the Your Lead Magnet page. So I'm going to now, while it is doing its thing, I'm going to now head over and give you a 5-minute GSD, and I just want you to start on that first page.
I cannot be judged. No, I won't have it, babe. Not playing this game. I do not feel you. I'm not crossing that tape. It would be a shame. is up to me. It's not too late to be heard. So tell me what I need to know. Tell me what I need to know. And stop the charade.
I gotta tell you something I could do. I could be running around chasing you, but I won't. Cause I got better things to do. Rather spend my precious time chasing somebody who loves me too. If I got $1 for every time you slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive. If you hadn't run away every time I asked you stay, you would sleep right next to me tonight. And you didn't know me, or you
Alrighty, let's come on back. Whoopsie. All right, here we go. So what I'm going to do now is show you what my GPT came up with before we move to the next section. So over here on the page, you can see here, my GPT has said our lead magnet is going to be the follow-up leak finder. Love that. And a descriptive title is a 7-stage customer journey scorecard to find where leaks, sales, and customers are slipping through the cracks. Now, if you actually want to learn how to do this leak finder, we do have a training happening today in about an hour and a half, actually. It's a GSD workshop, and you can head to join.omnisam.com.au to register for that workshop. So just head to join.omnisam.com.au. It's running today and tonight, and there is another session on Saturday as well this week. Anyway, moving on. Who is the ideal customer? So it's put here Australian coaches, consultants, service-based business, and some other prompts, and it's even given me a workbook size description. Now it says here, Section 3, the problem that they are facing is leads and customers are slipping through the cracks because their follow-up is manual, inconsistent at key stages of the customer's journey. And it's also given me a longer description as well. Now, if you're listening to this on the podcast and you want to see all the words, then head on over to our YouTube channel to be able to see us building this live. And then the quick win, it says, is going to identify the biggest follow-up gaps in their business, understand what stage needs attention first, and leave them with a simple priority action that they can implement immediately. Or for the workbook, identify the 3 biggest follow-up leaks and know the first system or automation they should fix. All right, and it has suggested here that we do a quiz or an assessment. Now, if you don't like what the GPT has given you, then just ask it again. Tell it what the main problem is yourself and get them to focus in on that. All right, so if we come back over to the workbook now, workbook, here it is. So that is your GSD activity 1. We have just completed a little bit of an overview of what your lead magnet's going to be. Now, if you turn to the next page, we can actually see map your funnel journey. So this is on page 4, and the funnel is simply the journey someone takes from discovery of your resource to receiving it and then deciding what to do next, right? That's all. When do you what do you do in each of these steps? Well, you need to make it as frictionless as possible. We don't need to make it more complicated than it needs to be. Your funnel starts with traffic, right? So the traffic source is where are you going to put people, put this lead magnet in front of people. So if I come over here to the iPad, we start to think about your traffic, right? It's what sources are they? Now, that could be things like social media, right? It could be your email list. It could be during a live event. It could be you're at a conference. It could be that you're attending networking events. Or maybe you're a speaker on stage, or maybe you're a speaker on a podcast. So these are some of the places that the traffic sources will be. It could be a QR code that maybe you're running a local market and you've got a QR code at the market. And it can also be from referrals. All right. So that's a few different traffic sources. Once you know where you're going to put this, then they arrive at the next thing, which is your opt-in page. So on your opt-in page, the page has one job and one job only: to help people, the right people, understand the value of the resource and take the next step. So they complete a form, right? So after they've gotten to the opt-in page, you want them to complete a form, and then they arrive on the thank you page once they hit that submit button. And this page really, really matters. It should just not simply say, check your inbox, right? That is not a great journey. That's what I call a dead end. Most people won't go and check their email straight away. It should say, take the next step, book a call, download something, but you've got to pay for it. So if I take you back over to my, I've got to get my little buttons sorted. They're all in the wrong places. So if I clear this one off, and we look at your opt-in landing page, right? What we're going to need is at least 3 benefits, right? An emotional benefit, a transformational benefit, and emotional. There's another one I can't think of off the top of my head. So you want to have the benefits there with a little form or button. And then we want to collect two things minimum: the name and an email address. So that is your form that is on that landing page. Then when they hit the submit button, they end up on the thank you page. Now, this thank you page, we're going to ask them to give up one of 2 options. First, we can ask them to give up a little bit of their time. That would be in the form of a conversation, a sales call, a discovery call, something like that. Or we ask them to give up a little bit of money. Now, if these people don't know us, that's somewhere between $1 to $27. It's not something that high that they've got to go and ask permission to spend the money, but it is enough for us to validate that this person's really interested because they've pulled out their credit card and they've paid at least $1. Right? So it should confirm on this page, 1, what happens next. So guides them towards going and checking their email, but also what is that next useful action. So generally what I do is I deliver the email about 5 minutes after they land on this thank you page. Because on the thank you page, when I'm designing the thank you page, I'll have some words that says, while you wait, watch this short but important video And I have a little 3 to 5 minute video here that says, congratulations, your free resource is on the way. And the next logical step, if you want to take your free resource from just being another resource in your tool belt to actually actioning it, then take this, insert the offer, book a call, download the next thing. It needs to feel like the next logical step after whatever that free resource is. Now, once we have got that done and they fill in, let's just undo that, then from there, they then get emails. Now, actually, if they take the offer, this offer, they either end up at a calendar to book their appointment, or they end up at a checkout to purchase. So that's where they'll go. But on the back end will be the delivery email. Now, this delivery email will actually have the free resource gift inside it. And then from that, we actually do a series of 5 emails. This is the standard process that we teach and show people to build. So the first one is the freebie, right? It's the free resource. The second one is the value add. So this is giving them a little bit more, like another piece to the puzzle to give them another quick win. Then the next email is building the bridge. So this bridge is helping us link the free resource to that next step. So what was it that you offered on that thank you page? Then the fourth email is the offer email, and that is either book that call, right, or purchase that tripwire, that low ticket, $1 to $27 thing. And then the last one is time bound or scarcity, which means this is the last email we're sending you about this special offer. Now, all of these emails, what they do is they link back to this offer page that they land on, the thank you page that they land on. So the email is going to give them access to the resources, but if they don't take the offer on the thank you page, it's also going to at least try a few more times to get them to take that offer. Then if we follow our regular our no dead end strategy, right? So we've got 3 strategies when we build. Remember, 1, always build the fast path. So this is the fast path. Always build the slow path. This is the slow path. So the fast path is the landing page, thank you page, right through to booking the call or buying the little tripwire. The slow path is all the emails and the follow-up that comes later. And no dead ends is the third rule, which means then they go off into our long-term nurture. And that's a whole other training that we're not going to get into today, but that ensures that they get continuously nurtured until they are ready. All right, so what I want you to start to think of on this, let me go back to the workbook, is now I want you to write in the step 1 is what traffic sources are you going to use this on? The opt-in page, we already started to plan that with that first question. On the form, just put in what fields are you going to collect. Name and email, right, will be on the form. And then what is your offer for the thank you page? Are you going to get them to give up a little bit of money from $1 to $27 for another resource that adds more value to the first one? Or are you going to get them to give up a little bit of time in regards to a call? All right, so we're going to do another 5 minutes for you to map out your funnel, a little GSD here for you, all right? And just give you a couple of more ideas as well in regards to your thank you page offer. It could be book a call, right? You could send them off to watch a mini training or a demo. You could get them to join a free trial. You could get them to reply, send a message. You could put like a little chat widget on there. anything to get them closer to you, but it must ask them to give up a little bit of time or a little bit of money. All right, so here we go. GSD activity 2 is to complete page number 4. I'll give you 5 minutes.
I've been holding on, I wouldn't let you go. 'Cause every time I try, you find a loophole. I've been slamming the door and just leave you cold. When I come back, you've heated up the South Pole. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, and almost lane, but I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back, just like a boomerang, just like a boomerang, just like a I keep on spinning like a boomerang. You know exactly where to push or pull, and I am going mad just like you knew I would. You're reading me like an open book. You know me better than I ever thought you could. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, and almost lane, but I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back, just like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang.
All right, we got 3 minutes left. And remember, you don't need every technical detail. Just map out what should happen next.
All the ways they lead to you. You're like a magnet pulling me in. I run away, hit the road, and almost lane, but I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back, just like a just like a I keep on spinning like a boomerang.
All righty, 2 minutes left now. Don't overcomplicate it. Progress over perfection. progress over perfection. Excellent, guys. So we're starting to make some progress now. Now you can actually start to see the entire funnel journey on one page. That will make the build much, much easier. So let's head on back to the workbook now, and we're going to move through to the next section, which is planning your funnel copy. So turn to page number 5, and this is now where we're going to, we know what the journey is, now we're going to plan out the message. You do not need to write every word on the page yet. We're just creating the ingredients right now. So what I want you to do is start with a headline. Okay, so I have chosen to do 25 things that you should automate in your business. That's what I'm going to do with an ebook. I'm making this in the background using my chat GPT that we had before. I can take you over and show you where my GPT has gotten to for me as well. All right, so after the last task, it's got here on page 4, map my funnel journey, my traffic source, the places where I'm going to do it, which is meta ads, organic social media, email, strategy with Strategy with Sally, speaking events and referral partners, opt-in page, the landing page will refer to the ebook, still doing these 25 tasks manually, a bit of a sub-headline there, and then what the workbook is, what we want when the form is submitted. So it's going to create and update the contact record. It's going to record the lead source, apply a lead, tag, send the ebook, redirect them to the thank you page, and begin the follow-up nurture. The tag, that's wrong because we've got to use our tagging formula, which is an activity tag, which if you know me, you know what that is. We have training on that inside of our academy. And then here it says it's recommended first name, email, and then you can put in additional fields if you like. I make first name and email mandatory, and the others can be optional. There are lots of people that say you should or shouldn't have these additional fields because it will reduce it adds more friction if there's more form fields. Personally, I want to know if they give me their phone number, because if I'm paying for that lead, especially in ads, it'd be nice to pick up the phone. They can give me a fake number if they want to. And business name also can be super helpful to do a bit of social stalking. Now on the thank you page, it says your automation guide is on its way. Check your inbox and to read through the guide, and then want to see these automations inside, then they can book a call. All right, so that's where we're going to head with that one, to book a call to show what they can automate. All right, and then the delivery email, the subject line it's given me, and then it's also put in some CTAs and next actions. All right, so that is, then at the very bottom, it's given me the short answers that I could copy and paste directly over into the workbook. So now if we head back to the actual workbook and we look at our next page, is the funnel copy. So again, we can just use the GPT, and the things that we want for the funnel copy is the headline, the subheadline, then also we want to know 3 key benefits, all right, not features, benefits, how it's going to make them feel. All right, think about Popeye. What happens? His feature is the spinach, and when he eats the spinach, the benefit is he's all big, strong, and mighty, and all those things. That's the benefit, right? Automation and the CRM, that's the tool. The benefit is it saves you time, so it frees you up to do more things that you enjoy to do in your business rather than stuck in admin, right? So think about, sure, you've got that tool, but what's the benefit? And we want 3 of those. What is the call to action that you're going to put on the button? Don't just use the word submit, right? Think of something like book my demo or get a look behind the scenes. So think about what is the action that they're going to take versus just hit submit, which is a bit boring. And then also note down some trust builders. So this is, maybe you've got testimonials from people that have used that resource. It could be videos, it could be written testimonials, it could be links to your Google or your Facebook or Trustpilot testimonials. So note down there, where are you going to get your testimonials? And then a few frequently asked questions. And then we always end with the final CTA on the landing page. So again, I'm going to give you a few minutes to start to fill this in or use your GPT for help. And I'm going to give you that 5 minutes of GSD time now.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be a final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want me by the look in your eyes. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want me by the look in your eyes. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me break in. You're sweet. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Ooh, baby, feel free. Oh, now make it sweat on me.
I love that song. All right. So before we actually move now into OmniSAM's AI Studio, I want to talk about things that we should skip and what to stop and what I would recommend that you do differently moving forward. So I want you to skip building unnecessary pages before the core journey is working, right? Skip writing enormous blocks of copy. It does not convert. Write like a fifth grader, okay? Make it super, super simple to read. Don't ask for more information on the form than you actually genuinely need, okay? And don't wait until every word feels perfect before you publish. And don't use really vague headlines such as unlock your potential, find your, blah, blah, blah. Treat the thank you page. Don't treat your thank you page like an afterthought. It's actually part of the journey. And then don't create a lead magnet without thinking of what is the next logical step or the next value add that you can have after it. And also don't expect that your AI is going to understand your business from one vague sentence. That's why you're going to build this and you're going to give the prompt good specific details. As we always say, shit in, shit out. Quality prompting. Now, when I'm thinking about when a lot of people start building things, I want you to start to think a little differently around, who is the first person that you want to help? I'm sure you help lots of different people, but who's that individual person and that individual problem? And then build the simplest, useful funnel. Then we're going to give the OmniSAM AI Studio a very clear context. Then you're going to not just publish, we will review the first draft. Then we will refine what matters, and then we'll test the full journey. Right now, AI, it can help you build faster, but it can't actually make unclear thinking, unclear instructions better. Your job is to provide the actual direction. So if we turn to page number 6, which was part of the GSD, you can ask your AI prompt. So I'll just head over here. You'll see that I've asked it just here so that I could get it a little bit ahead of the game so you weren't waiting for the prompt builder. But I just said, create the AI prompt for the funnel pages to build. So once I've worked through and I've done all of those other pages in the workbook, then I've asked it to build the prompt for the funnel builder itself. And that's what this is here. It's telling it what to put on page 1, what the problem is, what the benefits are, what sections there should be, a little bit about OmniSAM, some FAQs, and then what to put on the footer. Then on page 2, it's mapped out what to put on the thank you page, confirmation, the demo, and each of the different sections within the landing page itself. So I've copied all of that and I've gone over into OmniSAM. So when you're in OmniSAM, on the left-hand menu, you're going to see AI Studio on the left-hand side. Now, if you do not have AI Studio turned on in your account, please reach out to us. Just send us an email at support@omnisam.com.au and ask for this feature to be turned on. It is still free to use, but at the end of August, there will be costs involved. To build a funnel like this might cost you $1 in credits, right? But we can talk to you more about, what are the expenses around using AI. To be honest, if somebody can build it for me in a few minutes for $1, I'll pay the $1. Thank you very much. All right. And so what I did was I copied and I pasted in that prompt that I just showed you. And it is now said, we've found calendars in my sub account. Which calendar do I want to link? And I'm going to link the demo request calendar, which is what we're trying to do, and click connect. It's going to go on. I should have read this in the background while you were doing it. So that's where we're now going to let the AI builder. Now, if you want to see more about AI and Studio AI, the last 2 strategies with Sally, we've been doing lots of different done in a day activities. So we did a very generic one 2 weeks ago. Last week we did one for a website. Today we're doing it for a lead magnet funnel. Stay tuned because we're going to continue this done in a day series as well. So stay tuned. All right. So now that the prompt is now building, right? What I want you to do is go back into your GPT or into your Claude, wherever you pop that in, and I want you to take the next 5 minutes and work with it to plan out your prompt. All right, so you're going to complete the prompt planner part, which is, if I come back to the workbook here, right, in here it will be this prompt planner. So you're going to tell the AI Studio what to build, so what they're creating, who it is for, what is the goal, what should they use, what you're wanting to happen, what's included, and then over here you're going to build the actual prompt. Now, honestly, you'll probably just copy and paste straight out of your GPT. So again, your last 5-minute GSD, which will be planning out your AI prompt, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what my AI prompt has built for you. All right, last GSD for today. Whoops, not what I want. This is the page I want. Here, where is it? Yeah, so your prompt here, and then I'm going to just make that a little smaller because you're also, oops. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. It's all going wrong. Let's go back here. Come on, take me back to the correct page, please. Hit the right button on my keyboard. AI prompt builder, and review what your AI prompt builds. All right, and then I need to take that over here. All right. Let's kick this off now for your last 3-minute GSD, just to play around with your GPT and get that prompt under control. So we'll reset that back to here and we'll put on some music.
Feeling so small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my
my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else.
Alrighty, guys. Here we go.
I'm gonna make mistakes.
So once you've built out your prompt, you paste it into AI Studio inside of OmniSAM. Then what you'll need to do is review what the actual AI Studio builds. Now, your first AI output is the starting point. Do not publish it simply because it appeared really quickly. I want you to do a few things. One, review the branding, the headline, the benefits, the images. Make sure you don't forget to review the mobile layout. Then you'll need to make sure that the forms are linked, buttons work, and that the thank you page is there. All right. So there is a little checklist for you within the workbook of the things that I want you to make sure that you are having a little review with. Then you will continue to prompt it to get it to where you need it. Again, we don't want you to be stuck here for ages, okay? I want you to prompt it till it's usable, not for 5 days or 10 days or 10 months. Again, progress over perfection. And then just ask yourself, is this useful? Does the right person understand what they will get within a few seconds? Okay? If not, simplify it. Don't complicate it. Then you will go through and have a think about what you will refine. So what do you need to refine could be things like, do you need to make it clearer? So ask it. Make it clearer with the copywriting, or make the CTA stronger, or simplify the layout, improve the headlines, make it sound more like me, and then tell it what you sound like, or make it more specific. So I've given you a few examples there for some refinement prompts. Then you will publish. Once you publish, there's a few things that you will need to check. So you'll need to check that your domain is connected and the page URL is correct, so that you start, when you share it, it's easy to say. I always say it needs to be easy to say and easy to spell, right? The page title and the description are set. All buttons go to the right place. Do they open a pop-up? Do they fill in a form? When submitted, do you end up at the thank you page? Are the opt-in forms, when submitted, connecting and creating a contact record? Are the contacts being added into OmniSAM, into your CRM? Once you hit the submit button, does the thank you page load? Then when it comes to the emails, do they fire? Do you get that email? When you click the download link for the resource, does that work? Does the mobile layout look good? And the other thing is, make sure you've got those privacy policies, terms and conditions and everything. So I've given you a nice checklist there to go through and make sure that everything's working. I always say to my team when they're checking a page, start at the top, click everything, right? Read every word and click every button. Even though you test one button, don't skip the next one because you just tested one. I remember Ash was sitting with a staff member and they're like, you're getting me to check everything. And yes, everything. Click all the buttons. And then what you'll do is you can create any funnel notes. And I've got here for you a 1 day plan. So if you're trying to decide, I've got to do certain things, but I want to get it done in a day, on the final page, I've created a 1 day funnel challenge with timers. Right? So you're going to set a 1 hour timer and you're going to finalize your lead magnet. Make sure that you've got your lead magnet. It solves a problem. It gives a quick win. And even inside the lead magnet, there is also another call to action. If you're looking at this workbook, guess what? We have a final call to action in the workbook too, right? So you all got that free resource. And what did I put on the last page? A call to action. Right? So if you want to join our workshop that starts in 50 minutes, make sure you register. Then after the call to action, once you've done and you've made sure you've got your lead magnet ready, then you're going to map it. We did a lot of that today. We started the writing. Then you're going to build the funnel. Then you're going to refine it. Then you're going to make sure it's all connected. And then you're going to test it, make sure every button works, every link works, email send, all of those. And then by the end of the day, you will have a completed funnel. So if you're following along at home, I want you to go to the GSD commitment section on that page, and I want you to put in a date this week. What is the day you're going to sit down and do this properly? And then what are you going to not get distracted by? You're going to stay out of your inbox. You're going to not check Facebook messages, right? You're not going to get distracted because otherwise you're context shifting and it'll take you a lot longer, okay? So once you've done all that, then what you want to do is I want you to block out that day. Look, if it takes you a couple of days and you spread that, that's okay. But I don't want this taking you a full week or weeks, right? I don't want a day to turn into a month, turn into a year, turn into 10 years. All right. So there we go. That is your GSD activity after today. Let me just give you a quick look at what the GPT came up with for me. So as you can see, if I was going to refine this, I just pop open this page, I would tell it to bring this closer to the top, right? I would say bring this first section closer to the top. I would probably change the little icons, but don't have to, but I would probably change the icons. It's pretty okay and ready to go, right? And then there is a FAQs, check all of those and you're happy with them. But honestly, I gave it 2 prompts. I said the first prompt we copied from the GPT, and then the second prompt I told it to connect the calendar, right, which was actually prompted by it. And then when I go to the thank you page, I'll give you another look at what the thank you page looks like. And again, I haven't done any refinement, but this is the thank you page. Want to see what it looks like. And then there's a calendar to book an appointment. I would actually prompt it to add that video that I was talking about to the top of the page earlier in this demonstration. So there we go. That is how to get a funnel done in a day. Well done, everybody who has followed along. We have only just started together, but if you focus, you will be able to get this done and launched. Now, if you do follow along, make sure you jump into our GSD by OmniSAM Facebook community, and I will let you share the link. You need to say that you've been listening to the Strategy with Sally episode, you've built a funnel, and now you want to share the link. and I'm happy for you to share it in that community. Make sure that you're referencing this episode, and you never know, maybe someone in our community may be interested in what it is that you do. It's a way for us to pay it forward as well. All right, guys, as always, thank you all for joining us. We've gone a little bit more overtime today, but I do hope that this has been super helpful. Make sure that you use your 1-day challenge, hour 1, to clarify your lead magnet. Hour 2, to map out your traffic sources, opt-in pages, forms, pages, delivery emails. Hour 3, you're going to write everything, headlines, messages, emails. Hour 4, you're going to start building. Hour 5, refining. Hour 6, connecting. And hour 7, you're going to test and launch. And that even leaves you an hour in there for breaks, right? To get it done in a day. So today, we've really clarified a lot of stuff. We've mapped out things. We've planned it. Now, I don't want you to leave your funnel sitting inside your workbook. You're going to take the next step. You are going to build that first version, and you're going to connect the essential pieces, test it, and publish it. Done and working will teach you more than a perfect unpublished funnel. And if you're ready to build funnels, pages, emails, and workflows in one place, and you would like to see under the hood of OmniSAM, using our methods and our frameworks and our manual for building, then head to omnisam.com.au, check out the demo, and you want a real good peek under the hood, then book a free trial, a demo call. Now, we do have a workshop starting in about 45 minutes. If you want to join us in that workshop, then head to head to join.omnisam.com.au. Come and join us. We have a brand new workshop and a pretty cool little quiz we're going to be using in this new workshop as well. For everybody in our VIPs in our academy, I know a lot of you like to watch on the live, so come on in. We still have Ask Me Anything that we're going to do up until we do our live workshop for the general public. Have a fabulous week, guys. Never let anyone dull your sparkle. Make sure you get at least one income-producing activity done every day, and every day be marketing. All right, I'll see you next week on our regular live of Strategy with Sally. Have a good one, guys. Bye for now.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. Always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt.